You are tuned in to What Up Baltimore online radio. Please note that the views and opinions expressed on this channel are of the host and not of Lady J Media. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, What Up Baltimore TV. And if you really don't want to miss any of the shows, hit that notification bell and you'll get a message every time we come on. Now, we got it from here, so sit back, relax, and stay tuned. Hey everybody, my name is Dr. Lady J. Listen, I know y'all just saw me. I was just doing the show, so I'm back again. And this show is going to be really good, everybody, because this is the show that I do with Monty. As you all know, Monty is incarcerated, but he comes on Thursdays and we do a show. So tonight's show is what does love have to do with it, everybody? What does love have to do with it? Prison relationships. Having a relationship with somebody that's incarcerated, like, is it possible? Can you do it? Should you do it? What is it like? So tonight I have Monty on the phone, and that's the conversation that we're going to be having. Now, if you're someone who's in a relationship with somebody that's behind the wall, please feel free. I'm going to put this number up so you can actually call us, and or if you want to come on the screen, you can actually send your email to the phone number, and then I'll bring you up on the screen and we can talk about it. But we're about to get started. Monty, how you doing?
Oh, I'm fabulous. I can't wait to do this. It's been a while.
Yeah, I know.
For a long time now.
Yeah. Like I was telling you, I was on this case and I just, I was running behind time and I could never get home to really do the show. So I'm glad the case is over and it went well. So now we can get back to the business. So listen, Monty, you and I, we had this conversation the other day because I told you I couldn't do it. I really couldn't do it. But for those who are, they're in these relationships and it's working, we wanted to have a conversation about it. So tell us, a little like your thoughts on it. And I know you're currently in a relationship and you're incarcerated. So tell us a little bit about, how that's working.
So far, it's been amazing, this go round. But first coming in years ago, just trying to adapt and adjust. It was huge.
Yeah.
Relationship, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can't protect your lady. You can't not for your lady. And you can't, pretty much protect the lady the way that you want to.
Mm-hmm.
You can't surprise her. So all those lonely nights that she may encounter, like that's tough, right?
Mm-hmm.
It kind of molds you into a certain mind frame. You can let it motivate you, to be a better you, which it has in my situation. I thank God every day that I met this beautiful woman, right? It's hard, it's really hard because you gotta trust, you gotta put your trust in someone. You got to be vulnerable. You got to be vulnerable. So it takes work. It takes work. So if it's true love, if it's real love, if it's authentic, then I'm all for it. Like I always tell people, go for it. You only live in this world once. You may meet, that one person in your life that can open up so many doors for you. And, so. And a lot of us, right? A lot of us take the outlook of, okay, I'm incarcerated, so I don't want to put her through this, or I don't want this to happen. Or,
Mm-hmm.
We as men, our pride get in the way.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's genuine, if it's real, then pursue it. And where I'm at today, I'm happy, but I'm not happy at the same time. But I'm, we doing it. We doing it.
So let me ask you this, Monty. People that know me, they know that I keep it all the way 100, right? If I'm in a relationship, right, I need a hug from my man. I gotta have a hug, you know. I gotta have a kiss on the cheek. I gotta have something. And so for me to be in that type of relationship, it would be so hard. It would be so hard because I can't touch you. I can't come and see you when I want to. And then everything is supervised. I can only see you for a certain amount of time. So that type of relationship would be so difficult for me, like I was telling you the other night. But in your case, being in a relationship and, being incarcerated as long as you have been, how do you deal with that part of it? Physical touch is very important. So, how do you deal with not being able to physically touch your woman?
It's extremely tough. It's extremely hard. So creativity, being able to be creative in this situation is the best medicine that you can possibly do for yourself and for your woman, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when I mean creativity, that means like, okay, so people, you got talent, and people able to make things, some beautiful pillows, some balloons. You can pretty much be very creative on this side, right? And then you got support. You can you can send your lady flowers. You can surprise her with gifts. And you got to take advantage of the time that y'all that we do have when it comes to business. So we may get a visit twice out of the month up here right now, right? And you got to take advantage of that time. So creativity, and I have a woman that is, her love language is touch. So
Mm-hmm.
it's really been difficult because she thought that she would never, ever be able to be in a situation such as this, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the love that we have for one another it outweighs that, and that's something that spills over in other areas such as the creativity, because you just gotta learn, you gotta listen to your partner, right? And you just gotta be spontaneous, as much as possible. And I think, that's what keeps us going. That's what keeps the fire lit. It's not the same as touch, though. You can never compare to it, to a hug, to a kiss, to a just somebody just holding you, or the physical intimacy of it, right? But your imagination is beautiful as well. So it's you take all that and intertwine it together, and like it's possible. It can be done, but like I said, the love just gotta be genuine, right? Without that, it ain't gonna work. Like I know a lot of people be curious, and you got a lot of women that do gravitate towards men as a person, right?
Mm-hmm.
For various reasons, whether it's something adrenaline, whether it's whatever it may be, and they're able to find love behind a wall, and you have to be creative. It's just the creativity of it. You have to be creative, and also like introducing them to your circle, your family.
Mm-hmm.
It's big. That's huge. That's huge.
So someone was asking, is it fair? Is it fair to uh be incarcerated and be in a relationship with someone and expect them to wait, whether it be a year or years or whatever? Like, is it fair to the other person?
To be honest with you, I think that that's up to the other person. That's up to them, right? Because when I first got incarcerated, I was that's it's like, okay, well, I'm cutting all relationships off when it comes to intimacy. Like I just go live your life, this and the third. So women actually just like, nah, don't you can't you won't make a choice for me, because I'm looking at it as a man, like, okay, well, I want to protect you. I don't want you getting hurt. I don't want you feeling lonely. I don't want you, going through all these different emotions by being in a relationship with me, which is a man that's incarcerated, right?
Mm-hmm.
And all the ups and downs that you may have to go through. And like I said, I took that approach like, yeah, but like now, I look at it like when you do that, you may miss out on your blessing. You may miss out on your partner, forever. Somebody who may never get back. So that got to be something that's mutual. And it has to be something that is genuine. And like I say, the thing that's been keeping us lit is, the genuine love for one another. If it wasn't genuine, then, like I don't even think that it is possible. Unless you just want to be friends with somebody that's incarcerated, right? So,
It's interesting, and I don't know, like I know your woman is on here. I don't want to put her on the spot. So here's what I'm going to say to her, because I know she's listening. So here's what I'm going to say to her. Like if you're okay with, commenting, just text me yes or no, and I'll be very respectful of whatever you say. Because I don't want to make you feel uncomfortable in any way at all. But so Monty, um man, this topic can just go any kind of way. But yeah, I mean, okay, let me just keep it 100 with you, right? So I know a lot of guys who are in prison. I'm telling you, they're locked up or they have been incarcerated. And they told me, they said, look, there are guys who told me that they will sit there and write letters to women, tell them how much they love them, you know, and they just do all kinds of stuff. And the love that this woman thinks that she's getting from them is not even real, you know? And so because they're in there, and one guy told me that he used to get paid. He would charge these guys to write letters and stuff to the women. And stuff like that is scary to me. When I hear stuff like that, and then to think that somebody would invest so much time and money into that relationship only to find out that it's not real, you know?
right. Okay, so that is a great inside window on what does take place there, right? So once again, it gotta be based off genuineness, right? I done seen dudes write for brothers who is illiterate. I done seen them write for brothers who can't read, who can't write, right? And then I done seen them write for brothers just okay, this brother's a poet, so hey, I need you to write my girl something or whatever it may be. And that does take place, right? Do I agree with it? No, I don't agree with that because I think it should be genuine. And there's ways to even like make that a little romance thing when you put your scent or your smell good on a letter, so when she opens it, she's smelling you, she's smelling your aroma, right? But that's something else, right? But yeah, you're right. I don't know why any other reasons why dudes would want to do that, because I would want my thoughts, my feelings, my emotions to spill over on the paper so she can get it, so she can read it. And so women, like you gotta be mindful of that, because you got some dudes the same way it is on the street. You got men that take advantage of women and get them for money or whatever it may be. It's the same way on the street. It's the same exact way on the street. So that goes both ways. So for all the women that's listening out there, be mindful of this. Be mindful of this. Because you do got dudes that do that. And for all the fellas in here on the inside, man, like, I'm being genuine because I have a woman. Right? And I would want, I'm just being genuine.
Yeah.
That is what goes on.
I'm telling you, they told me, the guys told me that that's what they do. And I was like, wow. See, that's why I'm telling you, like, I could not do it. Okay. Like I love the brothers when, I'm working with them and everything. But as far as making it a relationship, I that's not something that will work for me. Like I said, only because I told you this the other night, right? I was like, when I want to see my man, I want to see my man, right? I don't want nobody
Right.
telling me like, oh, you got to come this time or you got to come that time or you can't touch. So it's just too many restrictions for me, to be in that
Okay.
type of relationship. But anyway, we got a comment. Hey Keith. Keith says that real love only works once. Okay, Keith. You want to expound on that, Keith? Like you said, real love only works once. So my question to you, Monty, is this prison love? Like, is it real? Is it something that's sustainable? You know, how many years have you been incarcerated?
Oh, I've been incarcerated for 17 years. Day to day.
And how
Day to
many?
day.
Okay, and how many years have you been in your relationship?
We've been together about 2 years. 2 years.
Wow,
Solid.
2 years. Okay.
2 years. Solid. Yep.
Wow. And I know she loves you because I talked to her quite a bit. I know that she really loves you. And I'm like, listen, if y'all making it work, like I told you other night, God bless you. If you making it work, it just doesn't work for me. But so
You'd be surprised, lady. You'd be surprised, lady. I'm talking about you'd be surprised because, and not that I don't mean to cut you off,
uh-huh.
but a lot of women, like what they going through out there now, like what
Mm-hmm.
y'all going through out there now in that society, with all these different changes and people adapting to certain ways of living, and a lot of the women ain't with that. So some of the guys in here, they bring a different element. Women look at a lot of us as kings, as like so. It's different because we still have that edge to us. We still have that moral, that moralness. Not saying
Mm-hmm.
that everybody out there don't have that, but it's different. It's a different world now that we live in. It's a different world that we live in.
You're right about that because I'm gonna tell you something. I had no idea that so many women are involved with people that are incarcerated. I had no idea. And it's a lot of women. And like they're getting married, they're getting engaged, and really falling in love with these men. And I'm like, and I'm one for, if it works for you, it ain't none of my business. If it works for you, I'm happy for you. I'm happy. I just tell people to look at every angle and make sure you understand what you're getting into. That's my thing with this. Um, so Keith says, he says emotions will fool you and trick you and make you think it's love. So Keith, are you saying that the prison love, is that what you're talking about when you say emotions will fool you? Just let me know in the comments what you're saying about that, because you're saying emotions will fool you and trick you and make you think it's love. So do you think that they think it's love, or let me know what you're saying about that. But um yeah, so Monty, with you, and I want to ask you, like, being a man, and you kind of said something about it earlier, like, your fiance is out here and you not being able to protect her, or hug her if she's crying or having a bad day. How do you deal with that emotionally? How do you handle that?
Wow. Like, to be honest with you, it varies. It varies. Like, the days vary. Like, one day I can just, work out. I can brush it off. I can woman is for me, it's loyal. It's okay. But then some days it's like, whew, it's like the bricks, the whole world is like coming down on you
Yeah.
because of, how she feeling, when she expressing her loneliness, when she expressing stuff that that you could do for her, if she was right there. That's tough. That hurts. It really lets you know how powerful, um, how powerless that you really are as a man.
Yeah.
So it like I said, it either makes you or breaks you. hey, some days are better than others. I'm gonna say that. Some days I done broke down. I done broke down kids, you
Mhm.
know, because
Mhm.
we hear the things that my fiance is going through out there. It can be really tough. This definitely isn't a cakewalk, right?
Mhm.
And I advise people, hey, make sure keep yours. Make sure it's a lot of ups and downs,
Mhm.
a lot of heartache, because we're not in control. We're not in control. We're living in a controlled environment. And so at any moment, the communication can be cut off.
Yeah.
You have 60 seconds remaining. The visitation can be cut off. So,
Mhm.
it varies. It varies, ladies. It varies.
Yeah, because the natural instinct of a man is to protect the woman that he loves. And, I can imagine that that could be kind of hard hearing her cry over the phone and you can't even hug her, you know, or console her in any way. But I hear the timer going off on your phone, but
You have 30 seconds
it's
remaining.
giving us 30 seconds. See, this is no talking about, y'all. I couldn't I couldn't do it. But yeah, call me right back if you can. Call me right back. So yeah, I'm not going to put his fiance on the spot. She's on the phone, y'all, but she's like really nervous. And listen, it's okay because this is not for everybody. This is not, being on social media talking and everybody doesn't like that. Like a lot of people like they like being in the background. So I understand. I'm not going to put her on the spot, but I will say she's a beautiful woman and she loves her man. She supports her man, and I think it's amazing. Um, I don't understand all of it. I don't under. I personally don't understand because it just wouldn't work for me. Like I said, it wouldn't. And I don't. I'm not a person that's going to wait uh 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I'm just not going to do it. So I would never even try to make that commitment to a man, and or even allow myself to fall into that because I know that I'm not going to commit. I'm not going to commit to you while you're behind bars for that length of time. That's not going to work. But then there are women. I do know women who have actually, they were married when their partner went into prison. And they stick it out with them. So I mean, there's different various situations going on. Keith said most. Let me put this comment up. Keith, I'm glad you're on with us. Most women deal with men in prison because they know.
What? What she say?
You know what Keith said the reason why most women deal with men in prison is because they know where they are at all times. You know what? Yes. I am laughing because I'm serious. I am laughing because I have met women and I'm like, why are you in this relationship, right? And they straight up tell me like they've been cheated on, but at least I know where he's at. And I'm like, wow, you know, see, if you got to be in prison for me to know where you at, that's a whole listen, that's a problem. If I gotta be in a relationship, just for the sake of being in a relationship, and I'm like, at least I know where my man is at. No, that ain't gonna work for me. I'm sorry, but like I said, to each his own. If that's what you like, I'm all about love. I'm all about love the person that you want to love. And Keith came back and said that's why I said emotions can trick you. Okay, I get it. I got you. I love Keith's comments. Keith is always coming on my lives. I love his comments. But yeah, Keith, that's the truth. But Monty, So what so let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. So right now you have a fiance, and when you come out, because this is my big question for people that are incarcerated, male or female. When you come out, don't you think that you would need maybe like 2 or 3 more years to kind of, get back into society, to get back to just, being free, being able to do what you want to do, no rules and all that kind of stuff before you jump into to marriage? Would you recommend that?
Okay, so I've heard this on a number of occasions, right?
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of us, got a bad reputation of leaving this place and going out there once we get free
Yes.
and going crazy, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna say this, like, for me personally, um, I love my woman. I love everything about us. I love everything that we said. Um, I love her, as a woman. I love everything about her, right? And I
Mm-hmm.
accept her just like she accepts me,
Mm-hmm.
with everything, my situation and going through, right? And
Mm-hmm.
if she can be with me through something like this, like, who am I to leave it and just to go crazy because of everything that's right here in front of me, right? I
Mm-hmm.
mean, it only makes sense. It only makes sense to do so. But I love her, right? And I don't want to hurt her, you know. Um, so when I do take these vows, coming up here shortly, I made an oath, and I'm gonna live by
Mm-hmm.
that. And I don't wanna have that same narrative. I don't want that same narrative for me,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because I've seen it. I've seen it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's not good. It only damages the woman. You,
Mm-hmm.
you understand what I'm saying? So
Right.
I
Right.
don't want to continue to do that cycle. Like, I'm in my 30s and, I'm sure of what I want. I'm sure of who I want to be with, for the rest of my life. So, and even if we, so happen to get there, that's something that, me and her can be like, okay, babe, this is going on, this is what I'm feeling,
Mm-hmm.
so we can communicate. That way it ain't just, okay, all right, I'm leaving here, I'm going crazy, dog and her, I'm leaving. Like, nah, and I think that's a lot of the issues, the lack of communication. So, for a person to be down 17 years, 20 years, you would think that they, would want that range, that freedom. And it's been times the way so me and her had a discussion. She was like, well, babe, like, I may give you 90 days or 6 months to get it all out your system, right? So it's ways. But if that's your person, that's your person. I mean,
Yeah.
that's just my thing, right?
That's true. I told you, Monty, I watched that show Love After Lockup. I don't even know why I watched that crazy show. But but for those of you who watch the show, right, let me tell you something. Derek and Monique. Derek came out of prison, and he was just she held him down. He had been locked up for quite some time, I think 9, 10 years, something like that. But he came out, and all that she was doing for him, like he just started cheating, like sleeping with this one, that one, that one, that. And by the time he finished, he said, I done slept with 10 women since I've been out of prison. And he had only been out for a couple of weeks. And so I was like, I said, see, this is what I'm talking about, because then I would probably have to get locked up, because then I'm gonna hurt you, because we didn't, I didn't spend all this time. Like I spent all this time waiting for you, helping you, and then you come right out of prison. Because I'm telling you, Monty, like now I'm telling you, like, this world is crazy. I see a lot of women who, I mean, you don't have to ask for it no more. They just give it to you,
Oh,
And
I hear.
yeah,
I hear. I hear.
yeah,
They fall straight up on you and just, hey,
yeah.
I'm trying to just do this. And
Right, right, right.
tell them that you married and all that,
They don't care.
So,
They don't care. That's why I said, but see, I have to take everything slow, because I ain't trying to go to prison. I'm not. So I had to take everything slow.
that's right.
But look, Keith said that marriage is an institution, just like prison. Keith.
Oh my God. Yeah, we might need to fall back from Keith right now. Because
Keith, are you serious? Oh my goodness. Keith, come on. All right. Listen, Monty, I got to get to this meeting, but listen, we're going to pick this up next week, okay? We're going to continue this topic next week. Keith, you better come next week with a you got to tell me why you said that marriage is an institution. All right, Keith, what's going on with you? Keith, we're going to have to talk next week. Matter of fact, Keith, if you want to come on the show, hit that number 443-297-4753. I would love for you to come on the show so you and Monty can have this conversation.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. It's an institution. Seriously? Oh my goodness. All right. Now, Kay said she might comment on the next show. That's Monty's girlfriend. So she said she might come on the next show. We're going to see. See, I have to, you know what, Monty, I'm going to have to go visit her. And, you know, once she's around me, she'll see how, you know, how much I talk and I like to have fun. And she'll be right on here talking as well. So we're going to pick this up, everybody, next week. The conversation is, what's love got to do with it? Prison relationships. And like I said, yes, we're going to do that part 2. Monty is on the inside, but Monty is engaged. He has a beautiful, very intelligent fiance. I'm happy for them. And like I said to both of them, if it works for you, I'm happy, but it don't work for me. It don't work for Lady J. Because listen, Lady J, if you come out here and act like a fool after I've done everything while you've been inside, Lady J might be in handcuffs, and I can't do that. So, you know, it don't work for me. Nah, it don't work for me. And plus, I just, you know, like you said, your fiance, my love language is touch. I need you to touch me, and I don't want to be touching the glass, you know, to talk to you. So it just wouldn't work, Monty. It wouldn't, you know, it wouldn't. Yeah, it would not. So anyway, Monty, love you. I will, and to your beautiful fiance, listen, love you. Y'all hang in there. Listen, like I said, if it works for you, I wish you all the best. You know that I'm here for you. And for those of you who are listening or watching, and I forgot to tell everybody, you know, go to iHeart Radio. Monty, me and you got to talk about that because I got to tell you what I came up with on that. But anyway, everybody else, go to iHeart Radio because we're actually on there. This show will actually be on there later on tonight, so you can go back and listen to it. But we want your comments. We want you to join us next week at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we're going to be talking about what's love got to do with it. Prison relationships. Does it work for you? Do it work for you? Would you do it? Are you in one? And if you're currently in a relationship like that, let me know too, because I would love to have you on the show so all of us can talk. All right, everybody. So my name is Dr. Lady J. I will talk to you soon. Have a wonderful week. Like I said, take this video, bless, empower, and inspire somebody else, and have a great weekend. Don't forget to join us next Thursday. Keith, you better get that comment together. And I need to hear some more from you about what you meant on this particular topic. And Keith said, no, it would not work for him. All right, everybody, take care. I'll talk to you all soon. Just wanted to let you know that the host of this show appreciates the time that you've spent with them. Now, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to our channel so you can keep up with everything that we're doing. And most of all, thank you for tuning in to What Up Baltimore online radio, where the people have the power.